Hey there, it's Aaron Jacobs from Scorecard Sales, and today we're going to go over the sales tool and scorecard called the one-page sales plan. The one-page sales plan is there for you to articulate what you're hoping to get done during your year, your sales goals, your dreams, your dream clients, the things that are standing in your way, the things that you could be doing. It's a way to put them all onto one paper so that we can go back and look at this through the year to see how we're doing and just work on one thing at a time. So I'm going to pull that tool up so we can look at it together and show you how we do this one process at a time. So when you go to your tools site, you're going to go down to, you'll see the sales plan. That's the one you want to click on. Now you'll pull up this sheet. You can see I've made several of these. That means that you can make as many sales plans as you want. You can make one for each year as you go along. You can make one and try different scenarios, whatever works best to you. So you want to go to create a new sales plan. And I'm going to do the sales plan as if it were mine. So I'm going to pick the year 2025. And the plan name, I'm going to call this Aaron Jacobs, and that should be good enough. Now, it's going to need some data in here, and I will tell you that this is not a math test. Don't panic. The numbers don't have to be perfect. There's a reason for asking this because we're trying to create what's going to be the most sensible plan for you. So let's say, for example, that this year was going to end up being a pretty good year, and I'll say $400,000, what I did in sales. And let's say the last year before that, in 2023, was not a great year. These are obviously fictitious numbers. But before that, the year was going pretty good. I did 350,000. The year before that was 325,000. If you don't have that many years of experience, if this is a new year for you, you just do whatever year you have in there. And if you don't have any actual sales because you just started at the company, that's okay too. The number of existing clients you have, if you don't have any clients, you don't have to put any in there. Let's just say for me, I have 25 existing clients, and the number of prospective opportunities I have are about 80. Now, one important thing to know is what is your average sale per client? Is it, $25? Is it $500? Let's say for me, the average annual sale for a client is going to be about, let's say $10,000. Your close ratio, if you don't know that, it'll just default to 10%. And that's usually close for a lot of salespeople, but you can make it whatever you know it to be or think it to be. And then hours per week per sale. What are you willing to dedicate to focus on new business each week? And for me, I want to spend 20 hours to really reach my goals. Now, look at your potential, your existing clients. Is there potential to grow them, right? Don't worry about anything else but your only clients that you have right now and say, you know what? If I started showing them new opportunities and services, I bet I could grow them by $25,000. Same with new products and services. Say there's something else that's coming down the line that we know we're going to introduce next year. Say, I bet you that would be good for another $30,000 worth of sales. You'll find that this is tabulating all below to see how you're going to reach the goal. Then you can create new revenue streams of where you think you can create new opportunities. And let's say I think, you know what, for sales coaching this year, I bet I can do easily $100,000. So I'm going to create that as a revenue stream. And I'm going to add $100,000 for that. And I hit enter. And now we can see it tallying up. How about sales training? Maybe I can do that as well. And I'm going to say that's another $150,000. And then we go down to adding another, whoops, I didn't put that in the right spot. We can edit that out by watch. We just hit the action and hit delete. That goes away. And I can go back and fix the sales training with $150,000. And let's also say that we can do, let's say I wrote a book. I can say book sales, hit enter, and I'm going to say that's going to be another $125,000. By that time, see, I did it again. No problem. We just delete that. And we go down there and here we have $125,000. And then we can see I've got a pretty good sales goal going over what I've done in the years previous. That's the hardest tab you'll have to do. Then you go to new markets and clients. This is where you're going to start to identify specifically where you think the opportunities are. So we're going to ask you about your white whales or lucrative opportunities that, if they became my client or if I got this opportunity, this would make a huge difference for my sales. And I would say company A would be one I'd love to bring on as a client. And let's say construction company XYZ. Let's say agency 1, 2, 3, and so forth. You can change the orders of these if you like to move them with the drag menu. My hope is that you'll list out 10 things because the more opportunities you can see, the more chances you're going to get more opportunities. Then look at your existing book of business and say, you know what? I think some of my existing clients may have more opportunities if I just take time to explore them. And I would say, how about Mr. B Warehouse would be one that I'd like to maybe try to do a little bit more work with. And how about company 456? And again, list these out, move them around as you want. Sometimes we realize there's some other opportunities within our company and products and services that we don't really offer. So this is our chance to kind of look about where we can grow just with our own opportunities. And let's say that I'm going to say sales technology would be a good opportunity for me to grow my sales within myself. And let's say another good opportunity would be sales consulting. And you can continue to list these out as you go along. Scroll up to the top. The next tab is the action. These are the things you can do to really improve your odds of reaching your goal. There's a drop-down list. If you don't see something you need, let your scorecard rep know. We'll have it added to the list. So let's say I should be making more phone calls per week. We go down the list and we'll say invite more clients for a facility or a tour. And I'm just looking for your top 5 things. Contact previous people who said no. And I'll just arbitrarily add a few more things just to fill out the list. And then it's going to ask you, what's getting in your way? What are the things that can really help you if they just weren't standing in your way? Again, there's a list. If you don't see it, let us know and we'll add it and say, I could use more training. You may say that I have not prospected in a while. I need to brush up on those skills. You may also say that we need a little bit more marketing support. And we'll add a few more things in arbitrarily just to fill out the list. Once that's done, you'll see there's a reference table that just tab that'll show you how we arrived at our math. The most important thing is we get to our personal sales strategy here. And when you look down on this will start to fill out. It'll show you what your increase is over last year's if you hit your goal, how many deals you need a month based on all the math that we did, how many increasing client deals we need to have, and to list out your opportunities that you're not going to get all at one time, but the things that you want to work on through the year, as well as the things that you can do and the things that are standing in your way. Once that's done, you hit download to a PDF, and you'll see that this prints out to 1-page simple sales plan so that you can keep track of where you want to be. Your sales manager, your sales coach can help you get there. This is a living document so that you know the path to your success. We hope this makes your sales planning a lot easier. Again, if you have questions, please check in with myself or your scorecard rep, and good luck with your sales plan.